Bye. Don't tickle me. I told you I can't cheer when you tickle me.
Michael. Woo! My knee. Look at my knee.
The most perfect in Sicily.
So why didn't Leona get invited to your going away party? Hmm? Oh, Sofia Palooza isn't good enough to meet your father, your brothers, huh?
Right. You're gonna meet him now. This minute, back on the bicycle.
Like this, in my working clothes. I can't meet your parents like that. What was this thing?
That you are the most beautiful creature in the world. And to prove it, I have something for you.
What? What is it?
Open your mouth. Wide. Wider.
Thank you. What does it say? Bob.
Beloved.
Beloved. Am I your beloved? Am I? Am I?
Oh, wait a minute. Your book here. German? You're reading it in German, Giorgio? How about that? My wife died giving birth to a brain, huh? But you keep taking care of him for as long as need be now. But like always, he gets no visitors.
See.
Here. Here. Take this here. I don't want anybody to know how sick my son is.
Grazie, Signor Carola.
Yeah.
Thank you for your generosity.
Hey, wait a minute. Giorgio. Your book. Look, it's it.
Nothing. Come on, give me a moment. I love you. What's up, Carola? Pietro.
Don Luciano. Mino.
Please sit. Cigar?
Papa.
Constantino. Boys, come on. Come on in. Come on in. I have company from New York. You remember Pietro Carola? My son Federico, my son Alfredo, my son Constantino.
Sir.
And this is my son Michael. He's going to Harvard tomorrow. Okay, go. Dai, andate adesso. Dai.
You're a lucky man. Very handsome and healthy sons. So, Don Luciano, what is your answer? Huh? Look, I'm only asking you out of respect. You know, this is just a formality. Let me tell you what I have in mind. And I guarantee bigger paybacks and all that crap you got me doing in New York.
The answer is no.
Narcotics are the most lucrative money-making. You're his high-powered attorney, Domino. You tell him.
I won't hold you to the Luciano family. You have your freedom, and that's it. Do you understand me? And I'm warning you, Pietro. You stay out of Palermo. If you try drug running from here...
Don't you threaten me. This brother crap is over. Finito! Just remember, I offered to remain your friend.
Be careful. Michael will be alone in America. When you're in America, I want you to be very, very careful.
Oh, Papa, not again.
Listen to me. I want you to take care of...
See, Papa, I will take great care.
You call your mother every week, you write. If you need something special, you call me.
Si, Papa.
Ti voglio bene, Michael.
Ti voglio bene, Papa.
Mwah. Good night. See you in the morning.
Sophia! Come down.
Hey, to sveglia mamma.
Sophia, come down.
Do you know what time it is? I can't.
Come down, Sophia, please.
Oh, scema! Ma andate a dormire, va! I waited all night for you.
Come down.
How about your promise?
I love you, Sophia. Till death do us part.
Really?
Hey, Michele. Michael. Remember me? Peter. Peter Corolla. You want to ride?
Hey, you going towards the Villa Rosa, Senor Corolla?
I am now. Come on. Come on.
Signor Moreno, please. Please help me. If it's money you want, I beg you.
Get the boy out of here.
In the cellar. Hide him down there.
Nobody forces Luciano. If he finds out any one of us is involved, he will start a war.
And we must act together. Give him back his son.
He saw our faces. The boy knows us. We can't send him back.
Castellano, what the hell are we gonna do? Moreno, you got an answer?
We get you out of Palermo back to New York and dispose of Michael Luciano.
There's nothing you can do. He's dead. Let us. Come on. Roberto, let us see.
Don Roberto. Se non mi lasci vedere mio figlio, ti odierò per tutta la vita.
From this day, our lives will change forever. We swear an oath that Corolla will pay for the murder of your beloved brother, my son. Blood calls to blood. Sangue por la sangue. Swear. Sangue por la sangue. Sangue por la sangue. Swear. Sangue por la sangue. Sangue por la sangue.
Sangue. Chiama sangue. Was my son too.
Well?
At last, they've traced the car. It was rented.
By who?
An American, Lenny Jackson.
And who does Lenny Jackson work for?
Carolla. If you want him, Roberto, you must have the organization's approval.
No. No. This I do myself. Now. Drive now.
Enough of this. I don't know what we're going on about here. I wasn't even in Palermo when your son was killed.
I have a right to justice.
You got no rights to put a hit on me.
Quiet. No one can act without the organization's permission. There can be no vendetta. You are to stay out of New York. In time, if you consider giving Corolla access to your docks, the organization will accept your presence here.
I'll stay out of New York. But if this pig sets one foot into Palermo, I'll kill him. I swear to God, I'll rip his heart out with my own hands.
You have no proof of Corolla's involvement.
Lenny Jackson is alive, and then I'll have the proof. Assassino.
You had better find him before Luciano, because if he traces him, there will be an all-out war.
They've traced him.
Paluzzo. I wish to speak to Don Roberto Luciano. I was to be Michael's wife. Michael loved me. This is his child. I have a very important matter to discuss with you, Don Luciano. I need money. I need money to provide for Michael's child. Your blood. I wish to talk to Don Roberto Luciano.
They require no domestics.
I need to get inside. There's something of great importance I need to discuss with Don Luciano. Wait, don't touch me.
Come on.
Wait.
Get out of here.
What's your name, dear?
Sophia Peluso. Who are you?
This is my mother, Graziella Luciano.
The doctor says you have no broken bones, just some bad bruises. Do you have a headache? I'll look after you. Sophia. What a lovely name. Go to sleep. I like her.
She's been living here too long. Make arrangements for her to leave.
Perhaps it's time Tino got married.
I'm surprised you would even contemplate a thing like that with Michael still warm in his grave.
It's been a year. Roberto, we need to make our family strong.
By allowing him to marry a illegitimate domestic servant who made her living by scrubbing floors in a convent?
Huh?
Why, are you surprised? Did you really think I would let a stranger come into my house without checking where she came from? She's nothing. She has nothing.
Think back, Roberto, when we first met. My family disapproved of you, but we still married. My father said almost the same words. He's nothing. He's got nothing. Worse, he's mafioso.
He said that. Well,
She's brought light into Tino's eyes. She's given him confidence when he had none. He's too afraid to ask you himself. We could use the wedding. You still haven't been granted justice for Michael's murder. Invite the men who refuse to give you Carola. Make them think we forget. Make them think the vendetta's over. We, the family, know it's not. We can wait.
And then they'd turn to her and she'd be all docile and proper, and she'd say, oh, no. All I was doing was saying my Hail Marys, and how fortunate I am to have a roof over my head. At the convent, there were lots of girls like her.
Sophia.
Constantino was...
No, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You first.
You have such a lovely smile. You look just like him sometimes.
Who, my father?
No, your brother. Constantino, I have to tell you something.
I'm in love with you.
What?
I'm afraid you'll leave the villa and I'll never see you again. No, please,
Constantino,
please.
listen.
Let me finish. Now, you must know, the Luciano family, my brother,
Michael. Constantino, Michael was
murdered
my...
because of what my family was and what we still are.
Constantino! You know that she has no family. That she's an illegitimate domestic servant. Do you want her?
Do you want him?
Don't you think you should talk to your son?
It doesn't depend on him, Sophia. It depends on his father.
I don't know, hon.
Then I'll rephrase the question. Can you love him? Constantino's shy. He's innocent in so many ways. So unlike his father. Tommaso exploded into my life, Sophia. Such a passion, such a dangerous past. He scared me. He ignited my soul with such love that if we'd been parted, I couldn't have lived. Constantino's different. But he's Don Luciano's heir. Marry him, Sophia. One day all this could be yours.
And my sons.
I'm sorry, Sophia. You have made no contact and you know the rules. 3 months. Your son has been adopted. He has been found a good home. Begin your life again, Sophia. It's best for you and for the child.
Sophia. Sophia? Sophia? Welcome to the Luciano family.
It's not an omen, believe me.
Did we get married? I said I do, but did you?
Did I say it? 3, no, 4 times. Sophia Luciano.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
And Carmen. Don Montanaro. Don Eugene. Papa.
Where are you going? Sophia, darling, come up and door the wife.
Everybody's so snooty. Nobody will talk English to me.
We're in Italy.
Non capisco, non capisco. They don't even know how to make a margarita. Thank you.
No, we don't have to take a glass every time a waiter passes.
They keep offering. Hey, where are you going?
Just stay put. I have to talk to Don Luciano.
Oh, great.
No more.
You have to tell me what to do.
My informants have told me that after accepting a generous gift, the committee will agree to your purchase of the casino. Now, I have all the documents showing that the turnover in Atlantic City is on par with Vegas. It's a very lucrative investment, one with no opposition. This could be the beginning.
Good. You did very well.
Hey, who are you?
I was invited.
Yeah, with Nicky Diamond, right?
Yeah, that's right. And he's gonna be mad at me.
No, he won't be mad, I promise. He won't be mad. Just stay here and talk to me.
Okay.
What's your name?
Moira.
Hey, Moira.
And I know who you are.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I'm flattered that you know who I am.
There you go.
You like champagne?
Oh, sure. Don't mind if I do.
I like it, too.
It's an awfully big bottle.
Well, I'm sure you can take all of it.
Mrs. Scorpio? She's a widow. She retains a large section of the New York docks. I think by the sound of it, they're virtually bankrupt.
Thanks, Rick. I know she came for assistance a couple of months ago. I'll buy her out.
I don't mean to be
Thank you.
necessary.
Thanks. Thanks,
I think she preferred a wealthy son-in-law to a business transaction.
Hey, Mama. The bride and groom are coming down. Come on.
Federico.
What?
I want you to meet a nice girl.
What?
Teresa Scorpio.
Oh, no, Mama. No, Mama. Mama.
Ah. Teresa. Our second son.
Hi.
Okay, I've been trying to get this cheap son of a bitch to marry me. Over here! Over here!
No, Mama. mean it, no.
We gotta keep the kitchens open 24 hours a day. You never know when some high rollers are going on a 5-course meal. Plus, we got the girls' changing rooms on this side and that side. We got 68 girls in the day shift, 112 in the evening shift.
You got how many?
112.
Oh, hey! You okay?
It's you.
Yeah, it's you. Hey, hope you keep your eyes up when you're working, Moira.
Oh, yes, I sure do. They got security cameras that can count the fillings in your teeth. Oh, you know what? You should come and play at my table. I'm number 15, 21.
It's my table.
What?
Luciano's are the new owners of the Rose Casino, Moira.
Oh. No offense, Mr. Luciano.
None taken, Moira.
Goodbye.
You go to New York, I'm staying here.
Can't back out. Papa's arranged the deal. You're supposed to marry Teresa Scorpia.
I ain't marrying nobody. I don't care if they got the Statue of Liberty attached.
Look, Papa says we need the Scorpia docks.
You want to please Papa so much, huh? Well, you go to New York instead. I got a date. What's wrong? You food okay?
Oh, no, yeah, no, it's fine. It's just...
Sure?
I'm a little bit nervous, that's all.
About what? Nicky Diamond?
Oh, no, Nicky, that creep. No, I finished with him months ago. He's got no class. He's not like you. Freddie.
Yeah?
I admit that I have been with other men. I mean, not that many, because I'm not that kind of girl, but...
Yeah, I know that.
I've never been so... I want you again. I want you now. Come on.
We got the bed, honey. We got the bed.
No,
We got the bed. What?
Champagne, go.
And then when I was 16, my father, he wanted me to marry this creep who worked in the warehouse, just so he would have grandchildren.
So, how old are you now?
I'm 25. I'm on the shelf, as my mother says. But I'm happy there. I mean, I want to graduate, and I want to make something of my life. What about you?
I work in my family's import-export division, but I'm not very happy. You see, my brother Michael was the smart one. All my life, my father doted on Michael. And he died. I've always been in competition with him. It's worse now. Because he's dead, it makes him even more special.
You know, I know what you mean. I had a brother, and he died when I was 2. And all my life, it was, you know, Fabio would have been this, or Fabio would have been that. Sometimes I just wanted to scream, you know, I'm not Fabio. I'll never be him, I'm just me.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not Michael. I never was him, and I can't be him.
One, 2, and... Okay. Hey, don't I get applause? Come on.
You bring a whore to your bed. You don't make her a guest at your brother's wedding. What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, I met her at Constantino's wedding.
Listen to me, you. You might be the boss of the Luciano casinos, but don't you ever forget who's the head of this family. Me. You understand? Me.
Scusi, Papa, I'm sorry.
Now get back in there, say hello to your mama, dump the tramp, and we'll all enjoy the celebration.
So is Alfredo gonna stay here in New York?
Yes, he is. We now own all the Scorpio holdings, all their docks and their warehouses, and we begin direct import to the United States. And your mother has found a nice girl for you, and this time you don't refuse. You don't refuse.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. We just got here. I'm having a good time. I like it here.
Out of the chair.
Don't talk about my ass like that. You keep your voice down.
Get your ass up and get
No, let go of my arm. Let go of my arm. The hell with you. I'm staying right here.
What I say? I say.
No, I look like a fool.
Man,
I'll make you look like a fool.
Oh, what, you gonna stab it? Stab it, stab it.
No, no, no. Federico, can you introduce me to your friend?
Yeah, go up, Federico, and tell him who I am.
This is Sophia.
No, Federico, tell him who I really am. I'm his wife. And there's no way I'm gonna have this baby without making the whole damn Luciano family pay for it. Ah!
Don't just stand there, get a doctor. There's gotta be a doctor in this damn place.
So anyway, it was murder on my back, being dancing in high heels all day long. And so I said to myself, I said, Mara, you got to get yourself another career.
A croupier?
Oh, no, no, no. I was a barmaid. But that was hard on my back, too, because, you know, I was on my feet all day long. And so... And then after that, I worked in a poodle parlor, which that was fun, except for some of them poodles are vicious. I had to give it up. I mean, everybody knows that I'm married to Federico, don't they?
Federico spoke to Mama. He did.
He's gonna divorce me now, is he?
No.
I know you want a baby, too, because Constantina and all that, but I had a son and he was perfect in every way, except he just wasn't breathing.
What did Papa say?
Well, he, you know, you're gonna have to talk to him yourself. Work it out.
Mama?
We should go to her.
Thanks for coming.
Why did he have to marry her, for God's sakes? What a mess.
If her son had lived, she would have been accepted. Is that what you mean?
No. I didn't mean that at all. What I meant was, she isn't exactly what someone would describe as the most suitable woman to marry.
Nor was I. Was I? I can't even manage to get pregnant. Well, I want a son more than he'll ever know. I want my son. I want my son.
Stop it. He became hysterical when they took that from him. Tried to swallow it. More than likely stolen.
Beloved.
I doubt if the poor boy knows what the word means. He has been in 12 institutions since he was first found. The doctors said he has been abused. He's had internal injuries, ribs broken. His arm was dislocated. He's like a wild animal.
We have 18 boys, Antonio. This boy will require a lot of attention. And we also have Giorgio Corolla.
Father, we have to give him a chance. This might be his last.
Very well. Bring him in.
No!
Did you steal this?
No. Go to the devil.
You may have it in return for telling us your name. What is your name? Ah!
Lucre, Lucre.
Luca! Luca! Piccolino, un te! Ven acá! Luca! Luca!
What are you? A devil?
Quite possibly. But a rather infirm one.
Luca! Luca!
Mind my legs, short they may be, but I don't want them broken.
Luca! Luca!
Wait, hide under the bed.
We have a new boy. Is he in here?
No, he wouldn't be in here with me. He'd be too scared like all the others.
Thank you. Luca! Luca!
You some kind of prisoner?
Possibly. But only of my own physical deformities.
You not eating?
Help yourself.
What's that stink in here? You go in your pants?
No, not today, fortunately.
How old are you?
Older than anyone anticipated I would ever live to be. Especially my father. How old are you?
I don't know. What you got all these books for?
I read.
You're a gargoyle. I like you, pig face.
Constantino's wife running a shop.
Boutique.
Okay, boutique. Boutique.
Tutta la Sicilia abbiamo bel tempo, oggi verso 30 gradi, in tutta l'isola. A Palermo qui siamo a 28 gradi e quindi si porta un
Papà.
stasera, ma per adesso siete a posto.
Buongiorno a tutti. Come state? Tutti bene?
Maria, turn up the radio.
Buongiorno.
And, Jose, can you make us some coffee? And, the rest of you take a break.
Very nice, Sophia, very nice. I think you should begin to export. I'll make all the arrangements.
I'm not ready to export, Papa. I have a great designer, Raimondo Bavino, to assist me, but I need seamstresses. I need...
So we'll talk to Constantino.
Raimondo, come. Da Roberto Luciano alla signora Luciano.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno, baby, come stai?
Buongiorno.
Hello.
Here are our first collections.
Our first collection. What does that mean? Do you have a partner?
No, it's just we work very closely together, that's all.
Oh, okay. That's good.
E tu? No.
We'll talk again. Call my lawyer.
There's also something I have to tell you. I'm pregnant.
Oh, bravo.
Bravo.
You have a grandson. Mama, you have one too. Oh, they're both healthy and beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
Because can I tell you, we decided on the name.
This one is Michael.
No, that's Nunzio. This is Roberto.
Roberto is good.
Ecco, bravo.
I gave poor poor Corolla permission to visit his son. I couldn't refuse. I go to New York. For weddings and christenings, he comes to Palermo for a few months.
Papa, I don't think you should allow... No.
Just because you let your wife think for you, don't presume to think for me, okay?
Mario.
Oh, wine. Come here. I love you. This is a day we're all going to remember forever. I'm a very happy man. I want my grandsons close. And my granddaughter, Rosa. Come here. Come here, Rosa. You're beautiful. You're as beautiful as your mother. Mama, you need a feast.
Eddie, what is
Feast.
What is this?
It's Papa.
Yeah.
Tell us some of those stories.
Only if you beg.
Come on.
Please. I gotta beg.
Come on.
I want to hear a story.
All right. Wait a minute. Mama Luciano, do I have your permission to tell a story?
When did you ever need my permission?
For anything, huh? All right. Many years ago. Oh, many years ago.
Oh, I think I've heard it.
In the back streets of Palermo, there was a little boy. He was so poor. Roberto, he was so poor, he had no shoes. He was so poor, he had nothing to eat. So he used to steal oranges. One day, the orange farmer caught him. Hey, you up in the tree. I see what you're doing there. No, the little boy said. I'm not stealing oranges. Well, then how come your pockets are so full with everything? And the little boy said, no, my pockets aren't full. I got a great big behind.
That's where I inherited it.
Oh, the farmer, he got so mad that he chased the little boy until the little boy jumped over the fence. And then the farmer started throwing things. And what do you think the farmer was throwing?
What?
Where was he?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
In an orange field. He threw oranges. Thank you.
Giorgio. Go on.
Where were we?
Just with Romeo down to the apothecary for Julia.
Apothecary. It's apothecary. Apothecary. Like a pharmacist shop. But in those days, they used herbs and plants. They were very knowledgeable about poisons.
Poisons?
Yes. Strychnine, for example, taken in small doses to aid in the digestion. But used in too large a quantity, it would kill. It was a very painful death. Worse than arsenic. Where in God's name did you get that, Luca?
Where we get everything. Mail order. Charged to your papa. Tell me about the poisons. Strychnine. Nice word. Like music. Strychnine. Giorgio. Yeah. Easy. Deep breath. That's it. Don't gasp. Okay. Easy. Deep breath. Wait here. Afraid you're gonna have to walk the rest of the way, Doc.
Remember, Luca is my body. I am his mind. Together we have been one being. You have never been a father to me. I beg you, be one for him. Leave me.
I stay with him?
Yes.
I'm dying, Luca. Don't get angry. Just listen. Pray for me, Luca. You have given me the only joy, the only moments of love I have ever known. My wings, Luca. Run for me.
I promised him I'd take care of you. Well, I intend to keep that promise. I'm going to adopt you. I'm going to give you everything he never had. You listening to me?
Take me to America.
Yeah. Get on the first plane tomorrow. You know, I have a son. Nobody ever saw him. You're gonna be my son. You're gonna be Giorgio.
Luca. My name is Luca.
Look at this, Luca! Look at this! I beat them! And one day, all of this is gonna be mine. It's gonna be my name up there, not Luciano, huh?
Attenzione! Polizia! Alto!
You must be Luca.
Yes, sir. My father...
Don't worry, Luca. Your father has already called from the jail. Sit.
He needs assistance. If you know who the witnesses are, they must be
taken care of.
Yes, sir. Give the names to me. Father has every confidence in my ability.
Ability?
Yes, Senor Castellano. Be it torture or murder, I will silence any witness against my father.
So? You are not adverse to killing?
No, sir.
Don't worry, Lucre. It's already in very capable hands. Well, you were the boy he's kept hidden all these years.
Yes, sir. I'm Luca. Luca Giorgio Corolla.
Roberto, I'm asking, begging you, as a lifelong friend, don't get involved any more than you already are.
For 20 years, I've wanted to see Corolla dead. At least now he's behind bars. But how long do you think they can keep him there? Without me as a prosecution witness, he'll bribe, threaten, and murder his way out.
Think of your family. You can't do this.
I've made arrangements to protect them.
Possiamo.
Sì, sì. Ah. Enzo, come on. This is Enzo Luciano, my cousin's boy. He's to marry Rosa. We'll all be here under one roof. I've made this villa a fortress.
Word is, the prosecutor's got a new witness. One to keep it under wraps.
A name, Papa. Give me his name.
Roberto Luciano, the man who's hounded me for 20 years. And Castellano has got to get to him and fast. Because I'm getting ticked off in here. You tell them they got to get me out. Or I'll bring every one of them in here with me. You understand me?
All the cars have been checked. Good, good. Did you call the restaurant?
Call security.
Hey, come over. Come over. I'm gonna get you.
I think Papa's getting a little paranoid in his old age. Hey, maybe all his guards are out there to keep Enzo from running away from his own wedding, huh?
Go, go, go. We're going to see Rosa's wedding dress.
Okay, good. Goodbye. My love you. Hey, come on, let's go.
Hey, look at you.
See, they're nice. Close your eyes, Enzo. What a dress. Beautiful, Rosa. A dream dress. It's a gown. Oh, gown.
Rosa, it is a dream.
Oh, God, I can't believe how happy I am. I love him so much.
Me too, sweetie.
Oh, I'm so excited. I want to be with myself.
So, tonight we toast Enzo. we have a good, healthy, productive union with my dear Fredo's little roast. But I have a second toast tonight. One that I've waited a long time to make. To my son, Michael. At last, justice. Salute.
Salute.
Salute to Michael.
Salute. For Michael.
Hi, Mario. I tried to call the restaurant so many times and there's no answer.
Graziella. I don't know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. Help me, God. Roberto, Federico.
E Costantino. Fredo. Enzo.
All dead.
Mi devono mangiare i cani, ti devo mangiare, mangiare i cani! No! Maledetto tu e questa famiglia! It's because of Michael my baby died! It's because of him!
L'assassino fu Carolla. Our sons, they died because of Carolla.
I don't want to die! I don't want to die like Freddie! I can't do it! I can't die! I don't want...
This is Papa's ring. We can't fight each other. We must unite. We must hate the man who did this. For justice. And remember this. Among those who weep and kiss our hands are the men that killed our loved ones. Lower your veils.
upset a lot of influential people. And nobody from the U.S. agreed to the butchering of the kids. I swear I never ordered. I come with sincere condolences from Don Luciano's friends in America. Thank you for traveling to Sicily. Condoglianze, signor. If you need anything, I'm at your service. He was a good friend. Scusa. If you want the women to live, have the deeds for all the Luciano companies ready for us. Santo cielo. Haven't you taken enough? No. You do as I ask, or they die next.
Funeral was like a big parade.
You tell Moreno, I gotta get out of here. I'll name names in court if they don't get me out of here. I'm getting death threats. You should have never taken out those kids.
You didn't. I did. I did it for you.
Papa. You're insane. I wish to God I never set eyes on you.
Papa, don't talk to me this way.
Talk. I curse you. You're not my son. Poor Giorgio. No good to nobody. But at least he had a brain. A brain! A brain!
You're gonna know how Giorgio felt. He was trapped in a cell all his life. It's your turn now. Bye, Papa. You won't see me again.
No, Luca! Luca! Come back! Luca! No, Luca! Come back! Luca! Luca! Come back!
There's nothing here that relates to the Luciano companies in America. We had a deal. We kept our side of the bargain. No prosecution witnesses. Not one Luciano alive to come forward.
Domino blew his head off before I had a chance. The widows must have the papers. I'll force them to hand them over. Just give me a little time.
I can get them for you.
You? Be thankful we are protecting you. You're in Castellano's safekeeping out of respect for your father.
What about Carola? He's threatened to denounce all of us in court.
Get rid of him. We want the Luciano deal finished. Over.
Hi there. Want a ride? No, I'm all right. Beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. Hot. You want a drink? Sure. You from America? Yeah, I've been here 2 days. Yeah, I'm from New York. What's your name? John Taylor. I'm Lucre Corolla. Cheers. So you a student? Yep. You? I'm a killer. Mafia hitman. That's good.
Giorgio.
Doing? Here, get the gun from her. Please, Mama, put the gun down.
Of this place. Get out of it.
Mama.
Leave.
Go back to the house. Go.
All right, I'm going. I'm gonna kill that damn tree.
Mama, who are you shooting at? Who are you firing at?
Carolla.
Speak to my lawyer! I will name the killer of the Luciano children! I got a right to talk to my lawyer!
Thank you for your kindness. Thanks,
Silenzio, per favore! Silenzio!
Moira, drop your purse. Bend down. The gun, it's under your seat. His mama's got to pick it up.
No, just listen. God, I'll do it.
In piedi, prego. Siedetevi. Oh my God, you killed him!
You should have put him in bed.
We should have taken him to a hospital. Let them worry about him.
Well, you shouldn't have hit him with the car.
I think it's wrong for us to be using this room.
Look, Rosa, we had to put him somewhere, okay? I don't want him snooping around.
Yeah, but this is the baby's room, Moira. It's not right.
Rosa, come on. Rosa, please. Let him sleep.
Mama, who's gonna be the first to tell her we have a house guest? Ain't gonna be me.
Oh, you're all right. Sophia.
She's all right.
Oh, we've been so worried. We called the police station. We called the courthouse. What happened?
My shot didn't kill him. What? Somebody else did. And they released me.
Oh, my God. Sophia, please. We've got to get to New York. I'm going to check the flights. We're just not safe here. Police, they want to speak to us.
Look, Teresa. What's in the backpack? And look, also, there's hundreds of dollars in here. And there's this thing. What do you suppose that is?
We're coming. We'll be right there.
Senor Luciano's attempt on Corolla distracted the entire courthouse, enabling the killer to escape.
Will she be charged?
A Mercedes in your driveway was seen outside the courthouse.
My sister-in-law drove us to the courthouse. It's strange, isn't it? Your priority is to find the killer of Corolla, a disgusting animal. My little boy's never harmed anyone. The only crime was to be Don Roberto Luciano's grandson's.
He was a man I've been told commanded great respect,
Really?
but not from you.
He failed to protect his family.
Yes, he wished to see us.
Yes, you were at the courthouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were.
We believe Paul Corolla's killer was dressed as a Holy Father. Did you see anyone wearing a monk's robe?
No.
No.
No, nothing like that, no.
So much commotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Please, would you ask Senora Luciano if she would see me first thing tomorrow morning?
Yes, of course.
Obviously, I must ask that none of you leave Palermo. Whatever connections your family had,
Since my children died,
everyone has a right to justice.
the mafia are bound by their own laws. They take their own justice. Good afternoon, Commissario.
Teresa, he's not upstairs. I searched every room.
Moira.
What?
The backpack, it's gone.
Oh, my God.
We have to tell Sophia.
No, don't tell Sophia.
Why?
Well, if he did kill Corolla, what do we care?
You're right. We might even congratulate him.
This time tomorrow, we'll be in New York.
Lucre did it. Yes, he shot him in the courthouse. Now, listen to me. Yes, I know the boy is crazy. I give you my word he'll be taken care of. That's right. I'll handle it personally if needs be. I'll handle the widows. But I'm telling you, Lucre did it. I will personally get rid of him. Yes. I understand.
Been at the Villa Rosa all this time. I don't believe you.
I could have killed them all if I wanted to. Would have been easy. Fast. Maybe poison again. You ever read Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet? A few sips, then comes the bellyache.
You're crazy.
No, you are. You got a loud voice, Senor Castellano. Trade me. You're gonna kill me, are you? You're gonna do it personally, are you? Thus, with a kiss. Taken everything.
Papa ever say anything to you about the American companies? We can use the American companies. We can use them, Mama. Use them for information. Mama, listen to me. Listen, look at me. Who did Papa trust in America? Who did he trust with important family documents? Who?
Vito. It would be Vito Giancamo. He was like Papa.
What do you mean, who was he?
He was outside the organization. If it was anyone, it would be Vito. I couldn't call him.
Let's go to America first, Mama. Let's go.
Thank you, honey. No. I want that. I have to take my coat.
Hi, it's us. We're home.
Hi.
Hey, guess who's here? You remember John Taylor, the student from Palermo?
What do you want?
I just wanted to thank you.
Oh, you're a cute one. But you don't add up. We checked inside your backpack.
Sorry, Sophia.
About what?
I had all my money stolen at a bar. My cards, everything. And then this guy said I could earn a trip home and $500. All I would have to do was wait in the alley outside the courthouse. I'd be given a parcel to get rid of. I didn't know it was going to involve that, what's it? I can't remember his name.
Corolla, Peter. Corolla?
They told me since I was American, they wouldn't question me. That all I had to do was dump the
robe.
And the gun.
Right. I just took them off this man and I ran. And the next thing I woke up at your villa. I wanted to tell you, but then the cops showed up and I was scared. So I ran off. I didn't mean to frighten you by turning up here today. I know you can still have me arrested, but I owe you and I want to repay you for your kindness.
Come to dinner. Dear Lord, we thank you for the food before us and for bringing us together. Amen.
There are, of course, only copies. We retain the originals.
Antonio, before we sign a single contract, we want the names.
We want the names of the men who ordered the deaths of the Lucianos. Don Roberto Luciano, Constantino Luciano, Alfredo Luciano, Federico Luciano, Enzo Luciano. And my children, Roberto and Nunzio Luciano.
Mama, what if I was able to raise the money to keep the corporations running?
You wouldn't live to spend $1.
Why is that?
Because you're nearly 40 and I'm past 60.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm still alive.
Don't open it.
No, it's Johnny.
I'll get it.
Moira.
Mama. Mama? Teresa and I have been talking. There's millions in chips in my old apartment. You know, Freddie used to keep them for private high roller games and, well, we need liquid funds, right? I know how we can get them.
You know what I want.
Let her go, you creep! Let her go!
the brother of Antonio Moreno.
Let me take care of this. You gotta start cleaning up the apartment. Listen to me. It's gonna be fine, all right? Trust me. Go. Go.
What are you gonna do?
Moira, go back upstairs and help clean up.
Okay.
Where are you gonna take him?
I'm gonna dump one of them on the waterfront. Moreno's brother should go to the hospital.
I'll come with you.
No, you gotta stay here. Clean up all the blood. And don't answer the door for anybody, okay? You got blood on your face. My father's house in the country is empty. I think we should leave for there. Can't stay here any longer. It's too dangerous. Love me, Sophia. That's all I ask of you.
You sure about this?
Take good care of him, Mama.
All right. Goodbye, Sophia.
Sophia, change your mind.
I don't want to make the police suspicious.
You have the address to my father's house.
I'll be there.
I love you.
Mrs. Luciano, you visited Mr. Tony Moreno yesterday afternoon.
Yes, with Senora Luciano. We stayed about an hour and then we left. They all went to a concert.
You know Benjamin Moreno?
Moreno's brother? No, I've never met him.
Oh, you won't have the pleasure, senor. His body was found last night, unfortunately, separated from his head. The second corpse was discovered in the trunk of the same vehicle.
I don't understand.
Well, according to Mr. Moreno, there was or is some kind of vendetta between your family and...
You may be unaware that my family were all murdered.
Senora Luciano, I think that the man who killed your children came to New York using the papers of a John David Taylor who was found murdered.
Has anyone by that name approached you?
His real name is Luca Carolla. He's the adopted son of Pietro Carolla. We believe that he not only murdered your children, but also his adopted father and a young hitchhiker, John Taylor.
Mrs. Luciano, That picture was taken right outside this apartment block 2 days ago.
Have you seen him? Is he threatening you? Look at me. Answer me.
He's not been here.
Is this your incentive to keep quiet? It's an estimate of the money hidden away by Carola. As his sole beneficiary, Luca Carola is very rich. You deserve your justice, but if you take it, you're no better than he is. So I suggest that you help me find him.
I'm terribly sorry. I can't help you.
Do you swear that Luca Carola never came here?
All my life.
I'll go back to Palermo.
Grazie, commissario.
And may God protect you.
That photograph doesn't do her justice.
She is, as you say, very beautiful.
And almost a bride once. She's a good cook, sweet-natured, and, as you said, very beautiful.
I will obviously have to discuss this with my son. Michael is a very strong-minded young man. And to be honest, Signora, without a very big incentive, I doubt that he'd be willing to consider any arrangement as long-term as marriage. But he was very taken with you. You're also a very beautiful woman.
Thank you, but I can't give you any grandchildren. But I'm prepared to give you, as you request, an incentive. In return for your protection, you will get access to Carola's fortune.
That does make a difference. You may have a deal, Signora Luciano. If you need my car and driver, they're at your disposal.
Thank you.
Can I keep this?
Yes, that's for your son.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Senora.
Michael.
Are you leaving?
Yes, I am. I hope to see you again very shortly.
How old is she?
Too old. Sit down. Her name is Rosa.
What's this?
Your future wife. Take a look. She's a picture. She's also Luciano. So with their companies, plus Carola's fortune, it's an offer we can't refuse.
Sophia's here.
Gotta be worth millions.
How long has she been here? Sophia! Sophia!
Sophia, amore, tutto bene?
Sophia. So do you like my house?
I love it.
It's the palace, Johnny. Just keep featuring
I've been making dinner. I need your help. I couldn't find any wine. Could you get us some?
In the cellar. I'll be right back.
You got a wine cellar?
I have everything!
Listen, all of you. His name's not Johnny Taylor, but Luca Carolla. He's Carolla's son. According to Pirelli, he killed not only his father, but my babies.
89, my father's best. Have they told you about the casino, Sophia?
Yeah. No, we'll leave the stories for later. Well, you go. You leave your women to finish dinner.
All right. Feels like we're a real family now.
He's coming down, so keep smiling. Moira?
What?
Talk a lot like you usually do.
Okay.
Teresa, smile. No, the head of the table. You must sit at the head of the table in your father's house. I think I'll go help in the kitchen. No, Rosa, I'll go help Mama with the plates. You sit down. Johnny? Toast?
For Johnny.
Johnny.
Mama, I don't know how much more of this I can take.
He's laughing and joking out there. You didn't use enough. There's more. Oh my God. Come with me.
More wine, Luca?
No, Anna. I don't feel so good.
Nice, Sophia. Right into the chair. Rosa, take the legs.
No.
Do it.
Oh, leave her alone. I'll do it.
Is this a game?
These were my children. You are Luca Carolla. This is Carolla's house, yes? Yes! Answer me!
Draghi per fame! Vi ammazzo tutte! Avete finito di campare! Distraete gli occhi e la testa! Don't leave me. Don't lock me in.
I said to him, we've sent him to hell.
No, you had me. You whip me. Whip me again.
God, this is insane. If none of you put a stop to this, then I will.
Rosa.
Who's in here? Who just came in? Rosa, is that you? Troia. Rosa, questa mignotta vuole che dica delle cose. È un...
Rosa's not here, Luca. It's just me.
Sophia. We can take everything, Sophia. You and me. We can kill each one of them and everything will be ours. There's millions hidden in this house. In my room, I have safety deposit keys to more money than you ever dreamed. Listen to me.
Killed the Lucianos.
I know I can trust you.
Because I love you, Luca. I love you.
So beautiful. And you have the devil inside you. I've seen it.
Give me the names. What about the children? Tell me about the children.
I want to cut their eyes out, but they didn't see my face. Didn't see the devil they tried to whip out of my body. It's still inside me. You killed them. Lucre killed your little lovers.
Where did you get this? Tell me, please. Who gave it to you? Who gave it to you? Please tell me.
Your mom.
That was very good.
going to say something to you. We'll never speak again of what happened in this house of Lucre Corolla. We had the right to want justice. Each of us deserved to take it. But only you paid the ultimate price. You have his blood in your hands. We're asking you to be head of the family. In the name of my husband, wear this ring. Che Dio ti benedica, Coscienza mia.
I asked for this meeting to beg of you that there will be no further bloodshed.
We played no part in the murder of your family.
We believe that Moreno and Castellano were the only ones involved.
And we give you our solemn oath that Moreno, will be taken care of. Then, pray God, this vendetta is over, eh?
And we are prepared to give you fair and generous price for your companies here in the United States.
I thank you, but I cannot accept your proposal. This is Rosa, my niece, Alfredo Luciano's daughter. We are happy to announce that she is to marry Michael Giancamo. And we ask you to be guests at their wedding. I'm sure you'd want to celebrate that the Luciano widows have such a powerful benefactor. Want to ensure that not only our American companies, but also those fraudulently misappropriated in Palermo will be returned to us. Perhaps as wedding gifts to the young couple.